Are they putting too much on Lamar's shoulders?
You know, I go back and forth here. I don't know that they are because this is who he is. But then at the same time, they are because he has to be Superman for them to be as successful as they need to be. They went out and drafted Rashad Bateman. We know what Dobbins means to them. With Marcus Peters out of the lineup, that hurt them last night. There's no Matt Judon, but he is what he is. I mean, he is a quarterback that deserves to be paid like a quarterback, although he has a special skill set like no other quarterbacks in the league right now.
Right.
And so in order for them to go where they're trying to go, he's got to carry them until he gets the help. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I think that the Baltimore Ravens go as far as Lamar Jackson can take them. I mean, that's just it.
Here's where I'm at with Lamar Jackson. I think he's an electrifying talent.
For sure.
My only issue with him is consistency in terms of throwing the football, but and some of the decision making. But he is big time. He's electrifying, no doubt about it. And are they putting too much on him? Sure. Particularly when you got like 3 dudes at the running back position that all came down with ACL injuries in the last 2 weeks from crying out loud. Even though I think Latavius Murray is a good pickup for them. I really do.
3 days ago, and he scores a touchdown.
That's right. I will say this, and the only reason why he didn't last in New Orleans is because of money issue. Yeah. He's going to be a backup to Kamara, and they didn't want to pay him that much. That's the only reason. They know he could ball too. Here's my issue with Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. When I think about Lamar Jackson, are they putting too much on his shoulders? You're damn right they are. And that's exactly why he deserves Josh Allen money. Lamar Jackson should be signing for $250 million.
He will?
Minimum.
No, he definitely. I don't think that's going to be a problem,
right,
Stephen A., on whether or not he's going to get what he deserves.
Right.
It's just a matter of how it's structured and all of those things. Because, again, I'll say it again, he gives them the best chance to go where they're trying to go.
That's right.
That's why they ran Flacco out of town and drafted him and put him in the lineup.
He's electrifying. There's no doubt about it. And they put a lot on him. And even though they went out, they got Sammy Watkins and a few other pieces, and they still got Hollywood Brown there in a whole bit. And they got some cats that can make plays. When I look at the Ravens, it's almost, Keyshawn, and educate me on this, it's almost as if they say, well, we got Lamar, so we don't have to do but so much because we don't want anything to take away from what he can bring to the table instead of doing what you and I probably think
what do you want them to do?
I think
they went out and they drafted players and signed players at the skill positions to help him.
Yeah.
They
got quality players, but do you think they could have upgraded at the receiver spot?
To who?
I don't know.
Who do you want them to trade for? What are they going to do? They got what they got. And as far as his accuracy go, he is what he is. You're not all of a sudden getting ready to take Lamar and turn him into Drew Brees at the quarterback spot as far as accuracy goes. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, but
it's not going to happen, Stephen A.
At some point in time, listen, he threw a couple of nice dimes last night, no doubt about it.
Yeah, when he rolled out and beat Contain and zipped it in the back of the end zone.
But at some point in time, and I forgot who it was. I think it was to Watkins, the over-the-head pass.
Yeah.
He threw the ball downfield. But my point is, at some point in time, come postseason time, you got to be consistent with throwing the football in order to win.
He has to be better.
Yeah,
he has to be better.
Okay.
Because he is consistent at what he does. He just has to be better, Stephen A. And on top of being better, again, I'll say it one more time. He is what he is. They are in a front team, meaning like they need leads. They're not a from behind team. That's not how they built. They like to get leads and sustain the lead.
But I don't subscribe to your theory in terms of you just are what you are. At some point in time, yes, but with his youth, you can improve now. You can improve.
You can, but you're asking him to improve at a level like the other quarterbacks. When you get into the playoffs and you make deep runs into the playoffs, all you need to do is not turn the ball over and make a handful of throws when you need to. Their recipe is we're going to play lights out defense, we're going to run the ball, and we're going to allow you to make 1 or 2 throws that will make an impact in this game.
But because of his elusivity, the way he can be so evasive, running the football from the quarterback position, that is a dynamic that he brings to the table that no other quarterback brings, not even Michael Vick back in his day, not to this level, okay? We understand that. So he doesn't have to be Patrick Mahomes. He doesn't have to be Tom Brady. You're right about that. But he still needs to be more consistent throwing the football accurately.
He needs to hit that pass that he hit last night in the back of the end zone come playoff time.
Okay.
When he needs to hit that 1 or 2 times. He needs to hit a dig 1 or 2 times. And that's pretty much it.
But then he can extend plays the way other quarterbacks can't. Real quick, though, to kind of your earlier point, I feel like this is where you were getting at. What if he had Tom Brady's type weapons? How much better could he be? What is his ceiling? Is that the issue?
If he had Tom Brady's weapons, you're not going to – if he had Tom Brady's weapons, you're not going to keep him in the pocket still because you're taking away his gift. Okay. Tom Brady can't move. Tom Brady's a sub-zero refrigerator.
So talent around him is not the issue then?
Talent around him is not the overall issue for what they want to do.
Okay.
I mean, if he breaks contain and he throws the ball, I would rather for him to break contain, run the ball. Why take the chance of pushing it down the field?
But you have to admit, there are several coaches that would rather him not do that, not scramble out.
But guess what?
I'm just saying,
but guess what?
Is that not true?
There's so much true.
Right.
That's why they passed on him in the draft.
Right.
Because that's what they want. But if they tried to turn him into that, he's going to get you fired because that's not who he is. Okay. You got to let him be who he is. And we mentioned Michael Vick. They tried that with Michael Vick. It didn't work. Michael Vick had to go back to doing Michael Vick-like things. Right. That's what happened.
Keyshawn, let me ask you this real quick, just to go back to the Derek Carr elite thing, because I got to bring it back one more time. What if Derek Carr is the quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens? Are they winning more games?
I mean, how many more damn games you want them to win?
I'm just saying.
They went to the playoffs.
Like, would you rather have Derek Carr than Lamar Jackson?
Not in that offense.
Okay.
Not in what they want to do. They had.
What about in the Raiders' offense?
It would change too much because of his skill set, Molly.
Okay.
His skill set changes everything.
It is not.
So you can't even compare it. It's not an apples-to-apples
comparison.
comparison.
Not all on Derek Carr what's going on with the Raiders, but still. His record is 48-63 as a starter, and he doesn't have one single playoff appearance. Come on now.
If you was in the Oakland Raiders at the time, prior to moving to Las Vegas, your record would be the same way.
Okay. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.